Man, you guys already know what time it is. Got your revenue chart. I could already hear all the Genshin shills just coming out their fucking caves like we're making money. We just had one of the worst updates in Genshin Impact history, but long as we're making more money than Wuthering Waves, that's all that matters. I can already tell that's their fucking argument. That's their argument. Because you guys already know how these Genshin shills are. As long as their game is making more money than Wuthering Waves, they're winning. That's their mindset. That's what they're currently sitting. That's their mindset right now. Their brain is gone. They don't give a fuck if their game is dying. They don't care if their game is stagnating in quality. They don't care. They don't care if the story is fucking shit. They do not care. As long as the game is making more money than Wuthering Waves, it's a better game. Let's take a look at the revenue chart, guys. Let's take a look. So we open it up right here. As you guys can see, shit looks insane. So Pokemon TCG Pocket currently sitting in first place. $79 million for the month of February. Honestly, I think Pokemon TCG Pocket, the game, I have the game, and by the way, my account is insane. But the whole point of Pokemon TCG Pocket is for you to just simply collect cards. And I will say, out of it's honestly a gacha game, to be honest, because they're pulling for cards. There literally is no pity system in Pokemon TCG Pocket. There is no pity system, but I'm pretty sure there is a limit. They place a limit on how much money you can spend on a game daily, which is pretty insane. I mean, not insane, but that's actually pretty good. The fact that they put a limit for how much money you can spend is actually pretty good. But $79 million for Pokemon TCG Pocket. Okay. Love and Deep Space going from 55 to 49. Dokkan Battle going from 22 to 47 million. They had a huge anniversary. I think it was a 10th anniversary. They had Gogeta, SSJ2 Team Gohan, MUI Goku, and Vegeta. It was a pretty huge update for the game, 10th anniversary. So Dokkan Battle looking pretty good, going from 22 to 47 million. Honkai Star going from 50 million to 46 million. Now, you guys might be wondering, well, about the whole caster situation in version 3.2. That's not included for the month of February because, you know, I'll say for the month of February they had the Herda and they also had Aglaya, right? So a lot of people spent money, right, just to get the Herda, and knowing how power creep is so shitty in this fucking game, the revenue drop for Honkai Star is not going to be that huge. But I will say for version 3.2, I think a lot of people are going to quit this fucking game. I think a lot of people are because of the account-wide buff. You also have quality of life updates. If the devs don't make the story any better, if it gets worse in version 3.2, and plus if, you know, hard creep just gets worse, then people are just going to leave the game. So we're honestly going to have to wait till April to see how things are going to look like for Honkai Star Rail. Naruto Mobile going from 46 to 30. Genshin Impact going from 99 to 26 million. That is a huge revenue drop, man. That is a huge decline for Genshin Impact. And honestly, I think the reason why is because, you know, for version 5.4, the update was a complete slop. It was an absolute mess. One of the worst updates in the game. Nothing going on. They dropped one of the worst characters, Mizuki. Absolutely garbage character. And plus, she's going to be in the standard banner. So the update was just a huge L for Genshin Impact. So that's why they had that huge revenue drop. But at the same time, the thing that really pisses me off about these Genshin Impact players is they don't fucking care. As long as the game is making money and it's making more money than Wuthering Waves, they consider that as a W. It just shows that their priorities are just fucked up. You guys should be like, okay, if Genshin Impact is making this much money, why the fuck did they deliver one of the worst filler updates ever? Like 5.4 was fucking horrible. Why did they drop one of the worst updates, right? If they're making this much fucking money. Wuthering Waves dropped a filler update, version 2.1, and it was actually pretty good. Like, it wasn't that bad. Like, they had Whimpering Waste, we had artifact loadouts, Phoebe, we got Brent coming soon. They also dropped new areas, got fishing. They dropped a lot of stuff for Wuthering Waves 2.1.
Some of the content are good, to be honest. Whimpering Waves can have a lot of it, like they can improve Whimpering Waves. Plus they have other game modes that they can definitely improve on. But if we were to compare Genshin Impact 2.1 to Genshin Impact 5.4 to Wuthering Waves 2.1, you guys can definitely see the quality and the difference between both games and which game did a lot better for their filler patch, which is obviously Wuthering Waves. So even though Wuthering Waves made less, the quality of their update was pretty good. It was actually pretty good, and I consider that as a W. Revenue, honestly, I don't care about revenue unless like the game that I'm playing is making like, let's say, fucking 4,000 a month. Then that's actually, you know, an issue, because it means that the game is gonna go EOS if they're barely making 10,000 a month. But as long as the game is improving, the developers are treating their players well, and they're using that money to actually make the game better, that's a fucking W, and that's what we should be focusing on. The only reason why I'm making this video going over the revenue chart, of course, is to piss off the Genshin shills. Let's be honest, this shit's gonna piss them off. And number two is to prove a point that you guys are making this much fucking money on the game for Genshin Impact, and your game is getting worse. Like, that's actually embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? That's actually embarrassing. Wuthering Waves is making less than Genshin Impact, yet they're able to deliver more meaningful updates, and they're able to deliver more meaningful quality of life updates that can actually improve the game. It's actually sad. So Cookie Run Kingdom going from 10 million to 14 million. They had a huge update as well. I'm pretty sure they dropped Pure Vanilla Cookie, Awaken Pure Vanilla Cookie. By the way, I'm trying to get that cookie. I'm trying to get it. Infinity Nikki going from 13 million to 9 million. Honestly, I think Infinity Nikki, it's just a chill, cozy game, to be honest. Like, this is nothing too crazy. And I heard that the gacha system for Infinity Nikki is kind of crazy because you have to get every single outfit for a character, which kind of sucks. So, you know, Infinity Nikki, that game has its own problems. Summoner's War going from 12 million to 7 million. Dragon Ball Legends going from 14 million to 6 million. AFK Journey going from 9 to 5. What else? We have Gross Frontline 2 Exilium going from 7 to 5 million. We got Solo Leveling Arise, still the same. JJK Phantom going from 7 million to 3 million. Their gacha system was fucking horrible. Let me know in the comment section down below if they actually improved it. I don't even know if they did. Honkai Impact 3rd going from 3 to 2 million. What else we have? Oh, here's the Themis. Teletubbies. Tears of Teletubbies. This game going from 3 million to 1 million. I honestly want to see the revenue after the Teletubbies collab ends. I want to see it. Punishing Grey Raven going from 3 million to 1 million. We continue even more. Tower Fantasy, damn. It sucked, dude. You guys remember Tower Fantasy, man? This game, everybody was looking forward to this game, but it just flopped so fucking hard. Ether Gazer going from 600k to 700k. Top God New World going from 1.2 million to 600,000. Damn, that's a huge drop. Tribe 9 making 600,000 for their official global launch, their official global release. Honestly, 600,000 for global launch, that's not really good, to be honest. Compared to other games that make like, let's say 10 million, 3 million in global launch, this is absolutely nothing. But hey, the game, I heard that the game is doing pretty well. Dislike going from 500k to 300, and then Eversoul 510 to 360k. Newer Cloud going from 100 to 135k, and then Higa Naruto going from 57k to 4,000. This game is dead, bro. I remember playing this game. This game is fucking dead, man. It's a dead game. And Black Clover Mobile 2. This game is dead too. But yeah, the highlight for this revenue chart is honestly Genshin Impact, bro. That is a huge revenue drop, guys. A huge revenue drop. But of course, you know, these Genshin Impact players, they don't give a fuck, man. As long as they're making more money than Wuthering Waves, they don't care. The moment Wuthering Waves makes more money than Genshin Impact, that's when they're going to start losing their shit. Because these people are absolutely obsessed with the Wuthering Waves hate. They're absolutely obsessed. Like, they always claim... Let me switch my screen real quick. They're always claiming that, you know, Wuthering Waves players are always, you know, like... We're always trying to find ways on how to be better than Genshin Impact. My nigga, we don't have to find a way. The game is already fucking better. It's leagues better than your fucking game. The game's been out for 5 years. You still don't have artifact loadouts, right? Your story is getting worse and worse over time. You still don't have a skip button, right? And a matter of fact, Natlan is literally pay gating enhanced exploration. Yeah, it's pay gating enhanced exploration that should be available for every character. Every character should have the ability to fly. Venti, the animal archon, the god of wind, he can't fly, but a girl using a gun can fly. Make it make sense. So what really matters here, guys, is the quality of these games. The quality. If you're making this much money, are they using that money to improve their game? If they're not using that money to improve their game and the game is getting worse and worse over time, yet they're still making money, what does that tell you? It tells you that number one, the community is fucking brain dead, and number two, the developers don't care. They don't care. And this just goes to show that competition is actually very important, because when we get these new gacha games like Ananta and, Azure Pamelia, Arc9's Infield, when these games release, if they drop mediocre quality of life updates, nobody's going to waste their time and they're just going to uninstall the fucking game. Because when you have games like Wuthering Waves that's doing they're pretty much doing what players wanted these developers to do for a long time, which is just simply listen to your fucking community. Wuthering Waves still has its issues like Echo EXP and stuff like that. They still have issues with that. But as long as they're taking their time to listen to their players and they're implementing these updates into the game, they're implementing these changes, that's really good. Meanwhile, for Genshin Impact, it's like the developers, it's like they're covering their ears, just straight up covering their ears, not listening to the players whatsoever, because guess what? These players, they're just gonna keep spending money no matter what, keep spending money. You're fucking stupid. Just fucking stupid. And the revenue chart proves it. 28 million is still a lot. And the fact that you guys are still spending money on such a mediocre update. Like, bro, I have never seen a community just so fucking like brain dead before. Like, this community is beyond saving at this point. That's why, like, I have no remorse for these people. I don't care anymore, because they're just gonna keep spending money regardless, bro. And the game is just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Plus, I heard that I think the radiant, I forgot what it was called, but there's like a lot of videos going out that this new radiance, like this radiance effect in Genshin Impact was a scam. I'm gonna make a video talking about that, but I heard that the developers didn't go into much details about the radiance effect, and the chance of you getting it, you're not really clear with that with their details in the game. So I'm going to talk about that. It's actually insane. But that's pretty much it for the gacha revenue chart, guys. Once again, what matters the most is quality, man. Are these developers using the money to actually improve the game? And the gacha revenue chart pretty much gives us an insight on how much money these companies are making, and are they actually using that money to fix their game and make it better. If the game is making $99 million, but the game is outdated as fuck, that is an embarrassment, and that shows that developers, they don't fucking care. They're taking that money and they're using that money on something else. A nuclear fusion reactor. They're using it on a new game. I heard that hoyoverse are going to make a new game. They're using that money to build that new game. They don't care about these games anymore. They don't care about Genshin Impact. They don't care about Honkai Star Rail. These games are now cash, like they're just milking these games now. Milking. And they're going to use that money and use it on to the next game. That's how it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.